You ready?
Do you have an idea how you're talking about things?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember half of these games.
Okay.
I just know I don't like them, and they all fall into 3 categories.
Oh, it's not entirely true.
4 categories.
It's still not entirely true.
5 categories.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
I am ready.
Hi, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
Hi, I'm Rina.
And this is going to be, I haven't figured out the exact title yet, but something along the lines of 10 games I'll never play with Alex, or something more clickbaity than that. I don't know, 10 games that are the worst. We'll figure out some sort of title.
10 games that, in my opinion...
That's not nearly as clickbaity. 10 games that, in my opinion, are slightly not worth playing, but I'll still play them if someone asks, because they probably do have merit, but these ones I'd rather not play if given a choice of the games that I would like to play.
If they were the last games on Earth.
YouTube does have a limit to how many characters you can have in the title.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, exactly. So basically that's going to be it. This to give you more context to the list. This list is going to be like already we kind of touched upon. These are 10 games that you don't want to play with me. For one reason or another.
I prefer not to.
Prefer not to play with me.
You have other people you can play them with.
I have other people. I'm just repeating it at this point.
I know.
Yes. So and for one reason or another, we'll go through the reasons, or you'll go through the reasons as we go through each one. But they're just games that I have in my collection. You'd rather not play.
Ever again.
I still like them, so we still have them. I just find other people to play these games with. Yes. And starting off with number 1, a game that Jesse Samuel Anderson, Mr. Quackle himself, shares your opinion of.
The Mind. I dislike this game so much. I'm sorry.
I have other people to play
I don't understand how this game, works so much still.
Well, if you don't understand how it works, that might be why you don't like it.
You don't talk the entire time.
That is exactly how it works. You do understand how it works. You understand exactly how it works perfectly.
There are other people you cannot talk to and play this game with to your heart's content.
But it's the mind. It's you get to communicate.
It's not my mind.
It's silent communication. Don't you want to improve our ability to communicate without talking?
We can.
How?
It just doesn't work with numbers.
It works with the numbers. So in the Mind, for those who don't know, the Mind is basically going to be a game where you give all the players an assortment of cards, and then they kind of have to play them in the correct ascending order. So if I have a 16 and you have a 24, you know what? Let's do it right now.
Why?
Let's do it right now. Okay,
Why?
Well, because I want to show you the marvelousness that is the Mind. Okay, great. Here we go. Ready? I'm going to shuffle these up.
Sure. I'm
going to shuffle these up. We're shuffling up some cards. We're doing a quick round of the Mind. This would be round 1 of the Mind. Okay? So, you got your card?
Yes.
This is going to be the most boring video ever.
Yes.
The most boring video ever. I apologize in advance for what's happening here.
You're supposed to play the lowest card, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna...
It's a game where you don't talk!
Ta-da! We won! I played my 39 before she played her 84. We won. That was excellent. And I would have waited far, far longer if not for the dead silence of camera stuff going on. So that's the Mind. You see, you're good at this.
I don't understand. This is all based on luck.
It's so the Mind is based on the premise that you just want to read your opponent to see how long they're waiting, how eager they are or are not to play their card. And then you just play your cards accordingly. And then it's gonna be fun. And it's the rewarding moments you get when I play my 83 before you play your 84. It's so impactful.
I do not understand you right now.
I love the Mind. Apparently she will not play it with me again. That is number 1. Number 2.
Number 2.
And this one is the a placeholder box because I don't want to deal with the large one.
Gloomhaven, which we played a fairly long time ago.
Gloomhaven was, it's got to be over a year by now.
It had lots of cards.
It has lots of cards.
I get to level up.
You get to level up.
This is the one where I had the trap, where I had to go through the thing, and then I set the trap too early and all my people died.
No, that's Machina Arcana. You think of Machina Arcana?
No, I'm not thinking of that one. No, there was stuff that you played on top of the card, and stuff you played on the bottom of the card, and sometimes you played the top part, and sometimes you played the bottom card.
That's Gloomhaven.
Yeah, right. I didn't like this game. See, I knew I was right.
So why do you not like Gloomhaven?
Because I just felt like I was very frustrated the entire time. I couldn't get anything done that I wanted to get done. I was very hampered by all my cards. It was a very thoroughly annoying process.
Did you have, in that game you played, did you have a summons creature? Like you summoned a creature and you summoned it too early?
Yes!
Oh, that's what it was.
You told me to summon him.
Well, that was our first game of Gloomhaven. I didn't know what I was doing. Don't listen to me.
Game. I always listen to you.
Never listen to me. So Gloomhaven, this is going to continue your trend of not being a huge fan of card combat-based games.
Correct.
With exceptions.
Which are?
Super Fantasy Brawl.
Okay, fine.
Yes, and some others.
That's a great game. But I really like that game. But that's different.
Why?
Because Super Fantasy Brawl, I'm in an arena, I play a card, I kill you, repeat. Sometimes you get to kill me, give me a lucky shot.
Let's try this again. Gloomhaven, you're in a dungeon, you play a card, you kill some guys, repeat. Sometimes you get some extra treasure.
Am I beating you or am I beating the board?
Oh, so it's about me. It's personal.
No.
No, okay.
I just don't like bidding the floor because they keep coming back.
They don't come back. In Gloomhaven,
do.
they don't come back. No, you go to new rooms. They don't respawn.
Yeah, you have to go to a new room. Isn't it a dungeon crawl?
It's a dungeon crawl.
Yeah, I don't like those.
Again, with exceptions. You know what else is a dungeon crawl?
No.
Cthulhu Death May Die. Moving on to our next game. It is a dungeon crawl. Cthulhu Death May Die is a dungeon crawl.
It's a cooperative game.
So is Gloomhaven.
Didn't feel cooperative.
There's no consistency here whatsoever.
None.
Number 3.
Sheriff of Nottingham. I am very bad at this game.
Which game? This game or this game? Okay.
I don't like lying.
You don't like...
I'm very bad at bluffing. I don't have a good poker face.
You don't need to lie at all in this game. You genuinely don't need to lie.
It's literally the entire point of the game.
No. So what's fair, what's true is that the players need to know that you are willing to lie. And if they know you're not willing to lie, that changes the whole game. But you can play this entire game without lying once and win.
I have done that 4 times, and I have not won a single time.
So then you haven't done it once. You've done it 0 times.
I played it without lying.
I said you can
4
play.
times.
I said you can play without lying and win. You
I
haven't
didn't
done
do
that.
that. No,
0 times.
I really don't like this game
So why not?
because I don't like the whole process of it. I feel like
don't
I'm
like
sitting
lying.
there. Yeah, it's really frustrating
Why?
because I don't feel like it's a fun experience in this game.
Now I need to think of an exception. Is there a game that we've played? I think this one you're more consistent on. The card thing, I don't think you're that consistent on. The dead silence and not talking.
I'm very consistent.
Very consistent. So we should actually talk about this. I mean, Gloomhaven, I don't have a list offhand, but there are a whole bunch of games out there that have card-based combat that you don't like. I don't have them off the top of my head, but they
If you
exist.
want, we can set another list saying games after which we went through all the games that I dislike that I'm willing to give another shot.
Well, so games where you don't talk, you're consistent on. You don't
I'm
like
very
The Mind.
consistent. I don't
you don't
like the Magic Maze.
You haven't played Quirky Circus. You don't like Magic Maze.
Nope.
You don't like The Crew.
I don't like Skull.
That's not a no talking game.
Oh, it's not.
That's another category. That's the bluffing category.
Oh, see, I'm still consistent
Okay.
on that. I don't like bluffing games.
Don't like bluffing. Are there any bluffing games you like?
No.
Okay, there's no bluffing games you like. I can't think of any
I don't like
consistencies
bluffing.
yet. Okay, cool. So the Sheriff
If
Nottingham.
you would like, I'm willing to give Gloomhaven one more try.
Oh, I'm about to get rid of Gloomhaven. Shh! Don't tell anyone. Well, no. Okay, we have Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, which is a smaller, more accessible box that I'd happily play with you. Gloomhaven is just. I'm realizing I have too many games,
Do
and
you
Gloomhaven.
see where it's literally the first word?
Yes, it
in
says
the
exciting.
description?
It says exciting. You're referring to the bluffing word.
Yeah.
It says exciting. Is it not? If you're gonna believe the back of the box, you have to believe the back of the box.
No one ever took and believed me that I had apples in my bag.
That's because you didn't have apples in your bag.
I did too have apples in my
You
bag.
liar.
Nah, lots of apples.
So, number 4. Let's go with 4.
4.
This one.
Stockpile. This is very, very... I don't like math.
You don't like... Okay. You don't like math.
I don't like bidding games.
You don't like bidding.
I'm also very consistent on not liking bidding games.
This
matter
one
the theme.
is a bidding game. Now I need to think through the exceptions where you do like bidding.
When you
I
find
don't-
them, let me know.
I don't know. I know that there are games you play that
There's
have...
one game that has a bidding component in it, 5 Tribes. That has a bidding
Oh, it does,
It
yes.
has a bidding component,
Yes.
but it's not the main part of the game.
So I was going to say, I was thinking of Pillars of the Earth, and there's a few others like that have
We
small...
did a really long time ago.
That was a really long time ago. We played it in the dark. We had a blackout. And we played it by
we played candlelight. It was very thematic.
Yes.
It was nice.
So there are a handful of games that have a bidding mechanism in the game that you have not minded, but when the focus of the game is bidding, I don't
like it.
think you've liked them.
No.
Yeah, Unicorn Fever 2, you did not
No.
like Unicorn Fever at all.
The artwork was substantially better than Stockpile.
The artwork of Unicorn Fever, the drunk, sick unicorns,
They were unicorns.
they're drunk, sick unicorns.
They were unicorns.
They look diseased.
They were unicorns.
It doesn't look like we should be playing with those unicorns.
Unicorns.
Okay, so Stockpile. Stockpile is going to be a bidding game in which this is the Epic Edition. It has a whole bunch of expansions and stuff, which is awesome because I haven't even gone through most of them, but I should go through most of them. I've gone through a few, but it's basically a bidding stock market game where you manipulate the stock market, you have a little bit of insider information, and then you try to sell or buy stocks based on what you think will happen and based on how you think you can manipulate the pool,
I was
pile, or
really
whatever.
bad at this game.
Because it's bidding.
Yeah.
It is bidding. It has a bidding. You're bidding on stock on sections of cards,
Yes.
and then past that you are manipulating the market. So it has both bidding and stock market manipulation.
No.
Stock market manipulation is excellent, and they have fun characters. Like they have all these parodies of different characters, from Martha Stewart to Barack Obama to Bill Gates to any number of different parody characters that all have their own unique special ability that are fun to play with. Like
very
May
happy
Know
for you.
Martha knows about what stocks are going to go up or down. That's funny because Martha Stewart had insider trading. It's funny. Never mind. Okay. So, that's going to be the first 4 down, which brings us to number 5. Number 5 is going to be
Zombicide. Zombicide,
Yeah.
I'm still not really sure if the reason that I hate it so much is because we played the intro tutorial.
Oh, I'm sure.
And we have learned since then that I do not play with intro
I'm
tutorials
sure.
because they just make me hate the game so much.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, so Zombicide. Zombicide's gonna be a game where the very first time I got Zombicide Black Plague, way back in the day, and again, I just pulled no rest of the wicked.
It was like 2 years ago.
It's got to be at least 3 years, because it was before I started tracking plays on my app, and I've been tracking plays for like 2.5 years.
It was before we had the game table?
Yeah, for sure. Zombicide? Absolutely.
Maybe I just blocked out the memory.
Yes, you blocked out the memory. So Zombicide Black Plague, I got the game. I was excited about playing it, getting it to the table. I read the rules. I played that intro scenario, the tutorial where you have 4 tiles and 4 heroes, and we plowed right through it without even having to give a second's pause to actually any degree of difficulty, challenge, or anything remotely resembling a game being hard to play.
It was very yippee.
It was very yippee. That yippee is the correct emotion. And so I was like, great, that's a tutorial scenario. Now we know how to play. Let's go to the real game. And you were like,
no.
Yeah, you did not like that.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. I was like, I went through a door.
It's a learning game.
What did I learn? How to walk through a door?
The procedurals, yes, how to walk through a door. You have action points. You can spend an action point to search, to fight a zombie.
Let me ask you this. Is it better to learn when everything is smooth sailing or when there's a zombie chasing you? When do you think I'll learn how to open the door faster?
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Do you really think that the correct answer is how to better learn the game? When we're struggling to stay alive or when it's a walk in the park?
Struggling to stay alive. How did I play with Cthulhu Death May Die? I did not play in the intro version there.
They didn't give you a tutorial scenario.
See? They learned.
I give up. Okay, Zombicide. I have not given up on Zombicide, but I have given up on this argument in particular. Okay, so
we're up to
that's
6?
5 down.
That's 5 down.
5 down. Let's slide this over to the side here.
Yeah.
No, you put it next to you. Next to you. Just, in shot. We like to have people here. Let's do it like this. Yeah.
That better?
All the nice, pretty editing and stuff in shot. And number 6. Tell me why you don't like this one. You don't know, do you?
No,
you don't know why you don't like this one.
I don't remember why. I just remember being frustrated by it.
Uh-huh. Does it have bidding?
I don't know.
Did it have a tutorial game?
I honestly don't remember.
Does it have card play?
No.
Is it a dungeon crawler cooperative game?
No.
Does it have flying?
Does it?
No! So what is it about this game you don't like?
I just remember being really annoyed by it.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know.
It also left out. It doesn't have any pieces that feel weird.
Is that a thing?
The remember that game with the you flick them and then it had the mat.
Oh, Flick of Faith.
That one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even know. We could have picked Flick of Faith for this video. Technically,
I mean, I would play it.
Yeah, so Flick of Faith has this material. What is it? Satiny? What is it?
I don't know.
Either way, you don't like Rina doesn't like materials that have a certain feel or texture, which don't really happen in board games. But Flick of Faith has a mat that you couldn't touch.
I'll just wear gloves next time.
Exactly. So, Santorini. Santorini is going to be a 2-player abstract. It is an excellent couples game, which makes it particularly amusing that I end up playing this with most of my friends and not with you. Also my daughter. So we play this a lot with basically everyone except for you.
That's
we
fair.
all enjoy it.
I'm happy for you.
And you have no reason as to why you don't like it, which is okay. You don't have to have a reason. It's just, it's confusing because I think everything else has a clear and distinguishable reason as to why you don't like it.
Can't you just not like something?
No, that's crazy talk. You have to have a reason why you don't like something. You can't just say, like, I don't like something. That's so... I mean, yes, you could. You can do what you want, really. But
thank you.
It just... If you don't know why you don't like something, then you can't define what it is. You can't define what it is.
I know that I can't define what it is.
There's got to be something.
If you want, I will play another game with you, but I'm picking the cards.
Sure, you can do that. And to be clear, I won't invalidate anyone's not liking something. But there's always a reason. The question is, can you put your finger on that reason or not?
I will play it again.
Cool.
We'll give it another try.
Yeah, the goal of this video is not to actually convince Rina to play games with me again, but...
The problem is that we have so many other games
Yes.
that I'm much happier to play.
I take the same approach. I don't play games I don't want to play.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
See?
Except for Zombicide Black Plague. That one, yeah. Hello.
This isn't my fault.
Number 7.
Oh, see here, this one I have a very clear reason.
This one you have a very clear reason. You
This
don't.
is Avalon.
Resistance Avalon.
Resistance Avalon, and you bluff.
You don't bluff, you lie. There's a difference.
In a very loud voice. It's a very noisy game.
You don't have to lie in a loud voice. You can lie in a quiet
Name one
voice.
time when you have played this game in which the decibels were not high.
I'm a good guy. Trust me.
There are 5 other people who play the game with you.
I didn't fail that mission. It was someone else.
No one plays the game in this voice.
Wasn't me.
I'm very happy to hear that.
You see that? There you go. That's one time. Resistance Avalon. It's going to be a game where you have, let's say, a 5-player game, hypothetically. You can play 5 to 10 players, but in a 5-player game, you'll have 3 good guys, 2 bad guys, and if you're playing with all the special rules, and why wouldn't you play with the special rules? They are, after all, special, fun rules.
I will say that watching you tell all the rules is the most hilarious part of
You
the
mean
entire
the whole,
process.
everyone, close your eyes.
There was that one
Good
time
guys.
that no one raised their hand or did anything, and I had to tell you that, and that was really
So this goes back to, like, pre-COVID days when we could actually have, like, large groups of people around, but we would have, like, 6 people playing Resistance Avalon, 2 people off the side watching, and they'd be cracking up doing the whole night phase while everyone did their thing, and, like, be like, bad guys, open your eyes. Bad guys, put your thumb in there. Merlin, open your eyes and find 2 thumbs. Merlin, close your eyes. Bad guys, put your thumbs down. And everyone would be looking around. Yeah, this is a game.
The other part of it, besides the fact that it was the bluffing, is that eventually, if you played it with the same people too many times, they just never picked you or never did anything, no matter what role you had.
Yes.
And it just became, I sat here for 45 minutes. I said 3 words. I flipped my coin.
You said 3 words. You were quiet. So, Resistance Avalon, and another one in this category is going to be, like, One Night Ultimate Werewolf as well. Like,
yes.
Whenever in terms of picking 10 games, once there was, like, enough overlap, we didn't want to pick too many. So, like, we didn't pick Skull, because we already had Sheriff Nottingham. We didn't pick Cockroach Poker, because we already had Sheriff Nottingham. We tried to distill the categories into mostly unique things that are problems. Yeah. Like, we have all those other games that are like the Mine that we didn't pick.
Correct.
Magic, Maze, all those stuff. And, moving on to another sort of definable reason, we have...
Codename pictures, but very, very specifically the pictures.
Yeah.
I love Codenames. I love Codenames a lot. I love Codenames Duet. I love regular Codenames. I am not the biggest fan of the picture one, only because I have a much harder time with pictures and the spatial
No, it's not
of
just
the
you.
pictures.
I mean, I like Codename pictures. I'll happily play it, but honestly, I probably should get rid of it.
You would happily play it. I would don't want to play it. Only when people beg, namely the child.
Yeah, and that's because for me, Codenames Pictures is one that, but for both of us, it's one that I like regular Codenames a lot. We both like regular Codenames a lot, but Codenames Pictures it gives you this imagery that you kind of have to start connecting images, which is like another step removed. For some reason, you'd almost think that pictures would be easier.
Right, it's not.
It's not.
It's really, 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 really not.
It just feels less inspired. As you go through it, as you do it, just feels far less inspired than regular Codenames or Codenames Duet. And so we don't pull it out because why would we when we can pull out Codenames and Codenames Duet?
Which is so much more fun.
Yeah, I don't know why I still own it. Probably because Ricky wants it.
Probably because Ricky wants it.
Okay, that'll do it.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
number 9. Number 9 is going to be Margraves of Valeria.
I'm so happy you like this game and you have other people to play it with.
Yes, I do. That is how it works, because any game that you don't play with me, that I didn't have other people to play with, I would get rid of, because I'm not going to play them by myself, unless there's a solo mode. If there's a solo mode, some games I play by myself.
That is true.
But otherwise, I have to play a game with somebody. I don't keep games just for the sake of owning them.
That's
so why
true.
don't you like Margraves?
It was so annoying.
Do you have definable reasons?
It was so annoying.
It was so annoying. It's so annoying.
I didn't like having to... getting around the map and playing the cards, and you only could play this card to go here, and this card to go here, and then it was just so many things, and it was really frustrating.
You could, do everything with all the cards.
I did not feel that way.
You could do everything with all the cards.
I did not feel that way.
Margraves of Valeria is going to be...
It was very pretty.
It is. Well, it has the art from the Miko. It's got the same art of the whole Valeria universe, which is generally we're a fan of, or I'm a fan of, and you're a fan of too, I think. Yeah, you like the Miko's art. But Margraves of Valeria is going to be in the Valeria Card Kingdoms universe. Valeria Card Kingdoms is still our probably favorite from all of them.
Yes.
But Margraves is a solid entry for me, and a not so solid entry for you. We played it a few times now. Once with Rina, and then never again with Rina.
Correct. There you go.
And I enjoy the card play. I don't find it to be the most amazing game. It's one of those games that may leave my collection over time if Shira lets it leave the collection. But it's because I enjoy it. I do enjoy the process. I enjoy the puzzle it presents. I don't love it compared to a bunch of other games I have. But one of the things it does have going for it is, in terms of non-combat games that Shira likes that plays well with 3 players, this is like one of 3 of them. So it is useful to get to the table when we have only 3 people and we want to play a game.
I hear.
But it's good.
Those 3 people are not me.
They're not you.
Nope.
Yeah, it's going to be me, Shira, other person, not you.
Correct.
That's how it works.
I'm happy we can draw that out
Exactly.
on a chart one day.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool. Which
Last
brings
game.
us, last game is going to be my favorite, or one of my favorites from this. Not my favorite. Zombicide is my favorite from this list.
Marvel Champions. I didn't like this
And
one.
why do you like it?
Because it has cards.
It has cards, and it's cooperative. and you kill stuff and you work together.
No.
That's Marvel.
Yes, and of the 7 cards that I have in my hand, maybe 2 of them are going to work together, and maybe I'll get to go flick.
What's the flick?
I get to land 1 tiny punch because I didn't have the 8 or 9 cards that ramped up my entire thing because it's all luck based.
If you want to land a tiny punch, I can get you the Ant-Man expansion.
That's funny. Oh, no. Oh wait, there's I like
Scarlet Widow.
Witch.
It's Scarlet. No, Black Widow. Scarlet Witch and Black Widow. This Black Widow. We have Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is so powerful. I love playing as him.
Let me guess. All of his cards have to line up correctly so you can.
No. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has a whole side deck full of powerful spells, and every time you can cast an incantation spell that are super powerful, and you feel like you're doing these super cool things, while the other player sits there and goes, "Why is your deck so much stronger than mine?" And you're like, "I don't know, but I'm just gonna have fun playing my incantations, blasting the enemies away, doing cool things, removing threat from the different stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's Doctor Strange. You like Doctor Strange?
No, I mean I like Doctor Strange, so I'm not playing this game again.
It comes with like a little collectible cape that's your friend.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. If you can get right on that collectible cape thing that becomes your friend, you would sell these like hotcakes. I don't know what goes into the cost of development here, but they would sell like hotcakes.
No, I'm not again.
Yeah, so Marvel Champions is a game.
And I played this more than once. I played this like 3 times with you.
You did play it like 3 times.
And every single time, do you know what my end reaction was? Can you guess? You look so sad right now. I didn't like it.
But
there are so many other games in this room that we could play instead of this one that would make me happy and feel like I actually accomplished something in the hour that we played.
Okay. Marvel Champions is a game that fortunately I actually believe is better solo. I'm happy to play a 2-player. I'll do it any single time, but I do like it better as a solo experience. I just find that it's the interplay you get from other people is not as rewarding as the simple puzzle of doing the math yourself and figuring out if I play this card and combine with that card and do this card after that card, followed by this card, then ultimately I will kill that thing. You know, when you say it that way, I can see why I don't like it. I like it though.
I'm so happy for you. I just much rather my lovely little thing, Cthulhu Death May Die. I have my sanity. I go boom. I know exactly what I can do, and I can do it every single time.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay.
There's no ambiguity.
I like that word, ambiguity.
Thank you.
It's a good word.
I know.
Okay. So, this would be 10 games Rina refuses to play with me again. 10 games Rina wants to burn. We can come up with, what's the best title?
I do not want to burn them. I think that they all have value.
For the YouTube algorithm, you want to come up with the most clickbaity title as you possibly can.
I don't think you can say you want to burn them.
10 games...
I just don't like...
We could just call the video title, Rina refuses to spend time with me.
No.
We'll find something.
I'm happy to spend time with you, just not playing these games.
We'll find something. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Rina Radcliffe.
And these are 10 games that Rina totally definitely wants to burn.
No, I don't want to burn them. Have a good one.